Hello friends, welcome back to a new video in JavaScript series, and in this video we're going to talk about switch statement in JavaScript. But before that, if you have not subscribed till now, please make sure you subscribe. Okay, now let's get into topic. What is switch statement in JavaScript? In the last video we have discussed about conditional statements and types of conditional statements. In that, first one is if else statement and the second one is switch statement. If you have not seen that video, just go and check that, because you have to understand that if else statement concept before understanding this switch statement. Okay, you can watch that and you can then come back to this video. Okay, now let's see what is switch. Switch is similar to if else but syntactically different. So that's it friends, there is no much difference between switch and if else. Both works in the same way, but the way switch works and the syntax of the switch is different. Okay, now let's see here. We have switch statement and one parenthesis. Inside parenthesis we have one expression. Okay, and we have some random case values, and after that we have one default statement. So here, for example, if I pass in place of expression, if I pass my name Srikanth, and in value 2 if I pass my name Srikanth here, so now this Srikanth and this Srikanth is matching, then whatever the code that is associated with this case is going to be executed. Okay, so that's how syntax statement will work. For example, if there is no value that is matching with that expression, then the default statement, whatever will give the default statement, that is going to be executed. Okay, just like in the if else statement, whatever the else part that is going to execute if the condition is false, here also if no case is matching, then this default statement will execute. Okay, and you can see here, if expression is equal to value 1, then statement 1 will execute. So in the same way, if this expression is equal to this value 1, then this statement 1 will execute. Okay, now let's understand about this break. What is this break in JavaScript? So guys, in JavaScript there is break keyword. So whenever the control flow see this break keyword, immediately program will stop at that point and it will come out of that block, and again it will execute normal instructions outside that block. So that is how control flow. And the reason why break keyword is used with each case is because, for example, if value 1 is Srikanth and the expression is also Srikanth, now both these values are matched, then the program will should stop here itself and it should come out of that block, right? Because there is no need of checking again these two cases. It's time waste for the program, right? So that is why we use break keyword in each case. So whenever that expression is matching with that value, then immediately the statements associated with that case is going to be executed and program will stop and it will come out of that block. Okay, now let's see this in more practical. So friends, here I am in my Visual Studio Code. Okay, so we are writing a simple program that is to display what kind of job is available in school. Okay, now let's write that. I am taking a variable called job. So I'll write something like teacher. Okay, let's write capital T here. Okay, teacher, and then close that. So here we have to take that switch statement, and here let's pass that variable job. So this is the expression now, and open the curly brackets. So let's write the cases here, CASC case, and here give some space, and this case is also a predefined word, so that is used to match the value with the expression. So whatever the job is there, it will just compare that job with this value. So whatever the value we are passing here, so I am passing here as in charge, let's say in charge. Okay, and here we need to take that semicolon mandatory, and after that let's write our statement. So whatever you want to print in the console or give as output, we should write that here. Here I am writing in charge job is available. In charge job is available. Okay, after that take a break. Okay, after that let's take another case, and here I will write something like let's say here we'll write teacher only. After that we can write principal. Okay, teacher, and then console.log. Here I will write teacher job is available. Okay, and after that we need to write break keyword, and I'll explain what happens when we forgot to keep that break also. Okay, and here I will write something like a principal. Let's say directly principal job is also available. Console.log principal job is available. Principal job is available. Okay, now let's take break here also, and it's time to write one default statement, default default. Okay, next here we need to write statement. Let's write here no job is available. Okay, and after that let's come out of this loop and let's see what we are going to get as output. So I'm going to go index.html and opening with live server. Okay, so let's inspect these ones, and I'm going to console. Let's refresh these ones. Okay, I'll zoom it, guys, so that you'll be able to see. Okay, I hope it is visible to you. You can see that we got the output as teacher job is available. So here what happens is, with this teacher job, with this teacher this value, so each and every case is going to be compared. For if we don't get any value, for example, here I'll remove this ch. Okay, let's see what we're going to get now. You can see we got the default statement because no case is matching with that value. So in the just like if else work with the conditions, here also matching happens. For example, let's take a scenario like we are building one calculator. So if you want to, we will have all operators like plus, minus, division. So here in each case we will write one operator. For example, in this case we will write plus, and here we will write some addition operation. So we don't know what the user is going to click, right? So if the user is going to click, then we'll perform the addition operation and we'll provide the result. So like that, each and every case is going to be compared with that given value. Now let's write the same thing using using if else statements. Okay, no, before that let's see what happens when we remove this break keyword. Okay, so I'm going to console now. You can see, friends, if I remove that break keyword, unnecessarily that principal job is also job is available, this statement also printed as output, right? So because as I told you, whenever we forgot the break keyword, JavaScript, even though it will find it has found that answer, but it again, since there is no break keyword, it will not come out of that block. Again it will go to another case, again it will compare, again it will print that output that is associated with that. Okay, so that is why it's very important to use break keyword in each case. Okay, now let's try the same thing using variable job equal to using if else statements. So we'll write variable job equal to teacher. Here I am writing if job equal to teacher, we have to print console.log, we have to print teacher job is available, right? So actually let's copy that only. And one more thing, as you all know, if there is only one statement, there is no need of brackets for if else statements, right? So that is why I'm not taking any brackets. So I'm copying this and I'm pasting it over here, and then else if, you have to take else if job equal to let's say in charge here, in charge, then again same output, in charge job is available, you have to print in charge job is available. So I'll copy that here, and after that we have to take one more else if, I think, or no need of, let's break it here itself. Let's write no job is available. Okay, now let's see what we're going to get as output. You can see we got teacher job is available and teacher job is available. Both statements has executed and both given same output, right? Then now what is the difference between these two? I mean these two statements. What is the use of them? So where we should use them? So here, guys, both works differently, and even if we switch is more efficient. But thing is, here since we have only one statement, this code is looking cleaner because there is no brackets here. But what happens if we have multiple statements associated with each each if block? For example, here instead of console.log teacher job is available, what if I have 10 more lines to print? Then again you have to take curly braces. And what if we have this else if as 15 times? Then again the code will be very ugly, right? And code will be very long to even to watch and even to understand that. So but in case of switch statement, even if you have 20-30 cases, the code looks cleaner, right? We can get a clarity of what each and every case is there and what the value is comparing with each and every cases. So that's the difference between this switch and this if else. So normally we'll use this if else only much. So this switch is used very rarely. So just to explain you, I have told that differences between them. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you found this video useful. I'll see you in the next video.